Hey guys! So in this video, I'm going to show you guys my full glam makeup tutorial, which I haven't really done in a minute or ever, so I'm going to do that one today. I got some new products that I do want to try and like share with you guys, but I'm also like, okay, I really want to try and film this video because I haven't done this before and I really love doing makeup, so I was like, why not film a tutorial for you guys for this full glam makeup tutorial. If you guys want to achieve this look, then keep on watching. Okay, so I already did my skincare and everything, so we're just gonna jump right into it. I'm just gonna pull my hair back with these random claw clips that I have in my drawer. Like just those two, just to pull my hair back out my face while I'm doing my makeup. I have a few products that I got recently that are new, and I was like, oh, I really want to do a makeup tutorial, but I also was like, I was wearing makeup around the house the other day, and I was like, you know what, just to be like, is the makeup going to stay? I have to test it out, and now I need my light because it's really dark in here. The first product, let me take my glasses off. The first product that I'm going in with is the Maybelline Super Stay 30-Hour Wear, and this is in the shade 330 Toffee. I recently got this the other day, and I was like, kind of wanted to try something else because this one has a pump. My other foundation didn't have a pump or doesn't have a pump, and I was like, I need something with a pump on it before I do anything. I just put a couple on my face, and then going with my brush. This is the brand Absolute New York brand, and I just do a little bit. And I just make sure I blend that all over my face. And if I need more, I'll just put more on my face, but I think this is okay. But of course I can't see because I don't have my glasses on, so I have to get really close up in the mirror. A few people have commented that this isn't my shade, like in previous videos before, but it's also like, I know this is my shade only because I had it tested out in the store. I used a different brand before. I used the brand MAC before, but their foundation was $45 each, and I'm like, I'm not spending that much money on foundation. This bottle was, I want to say $10-11, something like that. It's a lot cheaper and I can actually afford it. I'm gonna go in with my E.l.f 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is in the shade Medium Beige, and I just put 2 dots on my face, just in the corners of my eyes. I don't do a whole lot because the last time I did a whole lot, I looked like a paper white ghost, and that wasn't fun. So I said, I'm not gonna do that anymore. I tried, it didn't work for me. And then this is the E.l.f Flawless Concealer Brush, and I just use this to blend out the concealer. I do my best to really get underneath my eyes so there's no creases. Keep in mind, I'm not a makeup artist, so this isn't gonna be perfect. If you have any tips and tricks for makeup, let me know, because I could really use some. But the last time I did concealer on, like, under my eyes, on my forehead, on my chin, I looked like a paper white ghost, and I said, I can't do that anymore. Only because, like, you know, I see a lot of people do it, and I was like, okay, maybe that does work, I want to try it. That did not work for me. Meaning, like, oh, I look really, really pale, and I wasn't gonna do that. So I kind of just blend that out really flawlessly. It looks kind of weird in the camera, but it looks a lot better in the mirror. Everything looks better in the mirror than it does on camera, I swear to God. Okay, now for contour, this is what I use. This is the MAC Studio Fix Everywhere All Over Face Pen, and this is in the shade NW55. It's kind of hard to see probably, but... And I only do one pump on my hand, and I just kind of spread it out like that. Take another brush and I kind of just do a little bit on my hand. I kind of just like dab it around my hand like this, so it kind of spreads out, and then I do like that, like a fish, and then just do a little bit because I don't want it to be too dark for me, because that's happened before. I remember this one time where I did this contour on my forehead and I looked like 2 shades too dark, and I said, oh, So I'm not going to do that ever again. And then I just take a little bit more off my hand and I rub it under my chin just to cast that shadow effect. And then I kind of just blend this out just a little bit more if I feel like it's a little too harsh. And we are going to fix it. Don't be upset. It does look a little bit too dark, but we are going to fix it. Don't worry. Now, for my nose contour, I take this smaller brush by e.l.f. This is the eye contour brush. And I just do a little bit on my hand like this. And I just brush it ever so slightly on my nose. I think I want to try something different. I'm going to do a little bit on the top of my nose and on the bottom for that button nose effect. I've never done that before, so we're going to just cross our fingers and see if it works. I need to blend that out a lot more, my goodness. And that's the only place I put contour because I'm afraid I'm going to do too much and then I'm going to look too dark. And I don't want to do that to myself. So this is what it's kind of looking like so far. It does look like a little bit of a mess, but we're going to fix that. Now I'm going to take this powder. This is from MAC Studio Fix. I don't know what shade this is because it kind of rubbed off and I got it from my mom. She just gave it to me. So I'm pretty sure this is NC45 because it matches the foundation I use a little bit. I'm just going to take this e.l.f. powder brush and I'm just going to dip it in. And I'm just going to gently tap it all over my face. And I realize I skipped one step, but I'm gonna fix that. Now the step I did miss was the matte and poreless powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me matte and poreless powder. This is in the shade 320 Natural Tan. I'm taking that e.l.f. concealer brush once again. I'm just gonna dip it a little bit, tap some excess off, and just put it under my eyes. Just to set that concealer. That's the part I skipped when I did the powder all over my face. I was like, oh wait. And then I go in with the Maybelline Hit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 30 Medium Deep. Take my other Absolute brush by the same brand and I just, oh, I'm spilling. Just take a little bit from it and then tap some off. Then I'm gonna put some right on my nose where my glasses sit, because if you know, you know. And then I'm gonna take a little bit more and put them on my eyelids. Oh, see, this is the problem with powder. It gets everywhere. And I mean everywhere. It's really like messy, and I'm wearing a black shirt, so that doesn't help at all. I'm just gonna take that same e.l.f. powder brush and just kind of brush it. I didn't put any extra product on this brush. I just am blending everything out just a little bit more so it looks a little more natural and melted together. At least try to. So the next thing we are gonna do is eyebrows real quick. So for eyebrows, this is what I use. This is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Chocolate. This is my like first ever eyebrow pencil and I've just stuck with it since because it's cheap, affordable. It's very easy to use, so that's why I just stick with products that I know how to use. And I take my mirror, because God knows I can't see. The first thing I do is I take the spoolie end and I brush the hairs just a little bit so they make sure they're all seen and neatly combed. Then I take the pencil end. First thing I do is I do hair-like strokes upward. And once I get like towards the mid brow, I kind of just round it off. Like I'm basically just following all the hairs on my eyebrow. And I'm brushing that in that direction. And then once I like the shape a little bit, I'm just gonna underline the brow just to give it that clean cut kind of look. And I'm just gonna do the same thing to the other brow. So I do hair-like strokes upward first. And then once I get mid-brow, I kind of shape them in the way that my natural eyebrow hairs are going. And then once I like the shape, I just underline it. And then if there's any gaps, I just fill it in really quickly. And then I take the spoolie end once again and I just blend everything together. Before I do mascara, this is the most important step, at least to me. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist. And I set my face before I do my mascara. Now, the reason why I do this, because the last time I did this, when I was finished with mascara, it felt like all of my eyelashes were sticking to each other, and I was like, I don't like this feeling. So I do this before I do mascara, and then I do everything else after that. Before we do that, I gotta fix the creases in my forehead and my face. I'm just gonna take the MAC powder and then my e.l.f. powder brush once again, and I'm just gonna do it I'm just gonna tap it on. I'm gonna take my smaller brush and just do some final touches. I don't want my face to be like too powdery, but I feel like it's gonna have to be like that. And then my smile lines, make sure those are absolutely set before I do anything. Now we do the setting mist, I promise you. So I give it a good shake first, and then I just spray. And I give it like a good spritz. Okay. And I feel like after you use this, you can really feel your makeup like stick to your face. I'm not even kidding. You can feel everything just like stick. I promise you, it is so worth your money. Look, this says defy transfer. Your makeup won't transfer. Let me prove it to you. Taking a clean piece of toilet paper, watch this, no cuts. I'm gonna do it again. I mean, nothing. Do it a third time. I am so serious. Your makeup won't move. And I used to not wear setting spray. I wore one, but it didn't do anything for me. And I was like, I need something that won't transfer my makeup everywhere. So I found this out, and this was all over my TikTok feed, and I was like, okay, is it worth the hype? And I went to go buy it. It is definitely worth it. I already bought another can. Like, it's so good. I can't believe that. I'm like, wow, this is like one of the best purchases I've ever bought. Makeup wise, you know what I mean? Best thing ever. Oh my god. Screenshot it right now. Last step, of course, is mascara. This is the Maybelline Sky High Lash Sensational Mascara in the shade True Brown. Now, I've mentioned this in my last makeup tutorial video, but if you have like any like smudges from mascara like on your eyelids, you can just take a Q-tip and just clean it off. Very easy, you don't have to do much with it. You just take some Q-tips, keep some Q-tips around for makeup. It definitely does help. Okay, mascara is done. Now I usually do lips, but I don't know if I'm gonna do lips today because like I'm not going anywhere, A, and B, I don't really want to wear a full face of makeup around the house. But I'm doing that now, so it doesn't really matter anymore. But yeah, this is the final look. I'll give you a little close-up. Now, I'm going to try and have all the products linked down below if you guys want to purchase anything. But I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. And once again, we are almost to 200 subscribers, and I want to get to that goal by the end of this year, and not just hit it, but surpass that goal. So if you guys can help me out, hit that subscribe button and that like button and keep sharing this video, and I will see you guys in my next one.